So this is the room. Super cute.
You guys, the map, it's changing.
What do you mean?
What's it say? Okay, well, there's not a lot of information, but a minute ago.
Y'all, we in Louisiana. We're in Louisiana. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to fun. Hey, y'all, it's Quayla with Renewed Mindset, and I am back with another video. This video it's not a prophetic word. I'm just up here being a daughter right now, and I'm just sharing my experiences. So if you guys have been following my channel, the Lord has been having me live out exactly whatever He has me release. I live it out. I've been talking to you guys about being in transition and how the Lord was going to deliver His children after Passover. Meaning, whether a breakthrough, you've been waiting on a breakthrough, whether you've been waiting for God to transition you into your next move, like a physical move. Well, guys, I am here. So I just want to talk about how God will use being uncomfortable. Y'all, it's a little bird, a little insect. Hopefully it don't come in the car. But God will use your uncomfortability to frustrate you, to let you know that is a sign to move. So I'm going to be so vulnerable and just give you guys what was happening to me, okay? So I was recently at my mom's house for 5 months. 5 months, okay? And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I thought I was only supposed to be here for 3 months. That's the revelation between me and the Lord, okay? I'm like, we only supposed to be here for 3 months or whatever. However, I was there for 5. And so I had been praying. The Lord had me fasting. He was still giving me revelation. He had just let me know, like, I'm not transitioning you in the winter. Okay, I'll share deeper revelation whenever the Lord has me release those words. But He basically let me know that because of the winter, because of the storms, I'm gonna keep you where you are. Once everything is clear, you're gonna be transitioning. I knew that much. However, I didn't know when that timeline would be or whatever. So, you guys, I never had a bed at my mom's house, okay? I was sleeping on an air mattress. You know, like the little big queen size. It looks like a bed, like it sits. I hope y'all can't hear that. It's a little motorcycle, whatever. I'm by the highway, y'all. It sits up like a bed, but it's an air mattress, okay? It has a headboard and everything. And so I had went to the first 2 times I bought an air mattress. My kids were on the air mattress and I was sleeping on the sofa, all right? Meanwhile, I never unpacked our bags from my mom's house, okay? We was just basically living out of our bags or whatever. Then the children, somehow 2 holes got in those beds. So hole number 1, when we first got the bed, had to buy another bed. Number 2, by the time I got the 3rd bed, I said, no, we're going to switch a room. Y'all sleep on the couch. I'm going to sleep on the bed because I'm not about to keep paying $80 every other week because y'all keep putting holes in the bed, okay? That was just not being a good steward. And so I just switched things around. However, I think I had that bed for about a month, 2 months. And out of nowhere, this hole got in the bed. And I was like, how did this hole get in here? So I'm thinking because I fall asleep journaling. maybe the pen or something poked a hole in it. I don't know. Whatever. Whoop de whoop. And I kept trying to put some tape on this bed. And the tape was not. Now, normally I can rig the bed up, right? I think the first 2 nights, I rigged it up. My mom called herself trying to help me. It made it worse, okay? And I was like, in my mind, I knew this was the Holy Spirit. I said, I'm not buying another bed. I'm not buying another bed. And so I just went into prayer. I went into deep prayer. And I just started asking the Holy Spirit, please take over my day. Please take over my day. Why I end up deflating the bed, throwing the bed in the trash, and all of a sudden I had just got this idea to just take all our stuff out to the front, like take all our stuff out of the closet that was in our little luggage and stuff. I just started taking them out, and I was like, "Am I cleaning up, or am I preparing to leave?" Because I thought I was just cleaning up, y'all. No, whole time Holy Spirit was ushering me into transition. He was letting me know it's time to go. And I was like, oh, so when I caught the revelation. Now, if you guys seen my last video, when I said Noah, God didn't speak to Noah until he took the covering off of the ark. Meaning until you gain clarity, that's when the Lord would speak. And so the Lord had started talking to me even more when I had perceived what he was saying. When I was like, okay, this don't the way I'm cleaning up and moving stuff out, this does not seem like I'm just cleaning up. This seemed like it's time to go. So I was talking to my mom about it. I was like, Mom, I think I'm finna leave. But I'm thinking, I'm like, maybe like towards the end of the month. Today is April 18th. Yeah, today is April 18th. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I can just leave at the end of the month, like around the 26th. The Lord let me go with that, right? I'm gonna end up revealing these things because I don't have any notes, y'all. This is just straight off the top of my head. I just felt led to record something. Um, I just lost my whole train of thought, y'all. Okay, so the Lord started showing me. He speaks to me through numbers, right? I go look up the number. Actually, I forgot about the number, and I was doing something else because I was cleaning up. I was trying to make sure the kids take their vitamins. I was trying to make sure they eat. I was trying to make sure we was like the kids were doing their schoolwork because you guys know I homeschool. So I was trying to make sure they was doing their work. And so I completely forgot the number he showed me. Holy Spirit dropped the number 1217, which was a completely different number. I'm thinking, okay, this is the number. I look up the number 1217, and don't quote me on this because, like I said, I don't have no notes. I think it said to load cargo. I looked it up in the Strong Concordance, y'all, and it said load cargo. And I was like, okay, Lord, that is not even the original number I saw. When I went to go look up the original number, I think the Holy Spirit bringing it back to remembrance. When I went to go look up the number 1117, it talks about dough. And it is linked to Exodus 12:34, I believe, where it talks about them not putting yeast in their bread because they needed to leave in a haste. Y'all, I said, oh my goodness, okay, Lord. So I had a hair appointment on the 14th. So April 14th, I had a hair appointment. That hair appointment was a blessing. I ministered to her. She spoke blessings over me. She said that everything that she was asking the Lord, she felt like, well, we know that I was just a vessel and I was able to minister to her in her situation. And you guys, the Lord was in that hair appointment. She said that every person that the Lord sends her, they're always transitioning. Y'all, I woke up, I don't know what the freak, but I hope that go away, y'all. But anyway, she said that everybody that the Lord sends her, they're always leaving. Right. And it was so funny how she said that. And so we started talking. She was ministering over me. She was speaking blessings over me over my trip. And so I was just like, and it's so, and because the enemy really had me about to cancel this appointment, y'all, because when the Lord gave me that revelation that I was leaving, my hair, I'm just gonna be completely vulnerable. My hair was like 300 and maybe 324, 324 or something like that. And I was like, because I got butt length, y'all, it go all the way down. So I was like, oh, I could just really just like save my money and just, because now that I know that I'm leaving, like I need I need all the money you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be spending. I need to be being a good steward. So I'll just get my hair done when I get to where I'm going. But I had no peace about it, right? And thank God, because that struggle mentality of thinking that we have to save every bit, because you know when you come out of the wilderness, you are in this like, oh, I just need to keep, because I don't know when I'm gonna have it again. But the Lord has been healing my heart, like, baby girl, I'm the one who's putting that desire in you to go to this lady because I have something for you to say to her. And it was such a blessing, like even down to the hair that she provided. I can't use regular hair, y'all. I have to use like apple cider vinegar. If I get some braiding hair, y'all, I have to soak it in apple cider vinegar and everything. And I was like looking up hair, and then all of a sudden, Holy Spirit reminded me that the lady said, if you don't have your own hair, she'll provide the hair for $20. I text her. She says, yeah, just bring $20 and I have the hair. Y'all, when I walked in the salon, she was so nice, first of all. And I'm going off subject, but somebody need to hear this. It wasn't to the end, after we were like almost in tears crying, like the Holy Spirit was in that room. She said it didn't even feel like she was braiding my hair, y'all. She said it didn't feel like work, because we were just speaking about the Lord and the revelation that the Lord had just gave me, and I was sharing to her, and it was helping her. Even with the angel visited her in her dream, and she said that I said the same thing that the angel said to her in her dream. So, girl, y'all, that was a whole different. Listen, I'm getting chills thinking about that. That was nothing but the Holy Spirit. But anywho, after she finished my hair or whatever, y'all, tell me why. She said, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but when you came in here, I had just got this feeling to not use the normal hair that I use on the rest of my clients. And I almost shouted. She said she brung up this bag. I took a picture of it, y'all. I'm gonna insert it. Maybe, because I don't know if I'm gonna edit this video. I probably won't. But I don't know what the heck the name of it. It's called Sea Star Hair or something like. I can't remember. But she said I picked up this hair, and she said this hair is like $45. Y'all, this hair looks so good, by the way. And and she said, because I just didn't know why. And she said, I was talking to myself like, Lord, but like this hair is so expensive, I'm gonna have to buy some more. Y'all, that was the Lord, because he knew that my scalp is sensitive. He already had the hair provided for me at my hair appointment. Do y'all not understand the God that we serve? Like, he cares about the little things. And so me even just being a service to her, because she's doing hair for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Some people just do hair to get by. No, she has a sole purpose. And so me able to spend my money, plant my seed with her, I gave her a tip. Now, see how the Holy Spirit work? The enemy and yourself will have you being low-minded, that you will be like, oh no, this appointment already $300 something dollars. No, once I seen her service and her heart and God, I was like, okay, no, God definitely led me here. I gave her a tip because I said, oh no, I need to invest in her. So don't let the littlest things discourage you guys, y'all. That showed me if God cared about my hair, if he cared about my hair appointment, then if he's going to send me to another location, because y'all, what I didn't tell y'all is I didn't know exactly where I was going. I knew the state and I knew the county. But other than that, I didn't have no apartment rent, no nothing. I just know that I had to get here, and the Lord would tell me the rest of the directions. And that really just served a purpose. What the heck was that? That really had served a purpose of me just understanding that little detail that she could have just let me leave, but she stopped me and she said, I just want to let you know that for some reason I switched the hair. That was God letting me know, if I care about your hair, don't you know that I care about you where you stay? And so I don't know who needs to hear this. Like, God will use that uncomfort to push you, because I have been praying like, God, I'm ready to go. But when I was ready to go, it wasn't time to go. So I was like, Lord, help me to be content. So I started reading First Corinthians and just reading what Paul would say about learning to be content. As soon as I took my eyes off it and I got content, that's when the Lord was like, all right, it's time to go. And even that was just like scary with all of within itself, because y'all, I traveled over 14 hours to get where I am right now, with just me and my children, me and my 3 boys. And I was like, thank God they older though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's getting a little easier. If they would have been a little smaller, y'all probably would have lost all my mind. But being that they're a little older, and the Holy Spirit raises my children, He helps me raise my children. They still kids now, but it's more of order. It's more of a, oh no, we're not playing with mama. Like, she said stop, we need to stop. Or, it's, they still do little crazy stuff, but it's like, it's not as bad ever since I have asked the Holy Spirit to help me. So driving here was a breeze. Like, we really were just like astonished about the things that we saw. So anywho, y'all, I'm just rambling because I ain't gonna lie, I've been a little bit isolated as well. And I was just like, God, I just need to get this out, because I just went through so much. And I know I'm the type of person that I don't realize what I went through until it's time for me to go through something else. And I didn't even process the thing that I went through the first time. I just told y'all I've been at my mom's house for 5 months, which means I was just at my own place. I was just in that wilderness. The Lord delivered me from that wilderness, and He had me like in this holding place until it was time for me to get to where I need to go. And now I have to trust Him to lead me the place that He really want me to go. Right? I have to just sit here and wait for my next instructions. And so I don't know who this video gonna get to. I'm really just making it even for myself, because every time I make a video up here and I look back and I see how far the Lord has gotten me, every word He had me record, I'm living in it. Every single word. I just be like, God, I didn't know that word was for me. I just came up here and been obedient. But it's like these videos are like helping me. It's helping me in so many ways. So I just wanted to record this video. It may seem all over the place, but y'all, this is just some encouragement, how the Lord used a daggone air mattress to let me know it was time to go. And I kept saying, y'all, I said, it don't make no sense. Because I'm frustrated. I'm like, Holy Spirit, this little teeny hole in this bed is causing the bed to, y'all, I would keep putting air in the, because it has a built-in air thingy. So I'm turning the air mattress thing on. And okay, the bed gets full. Within 10 minutes, the bed is almost to the ground. And I'm just looking at this hole like, there's no way. I done stuffed this hole. I done tried to put tape over the hole. My mama done tried to seal it with some little sticky stuff. Nothing was working. And I knew that was the Lord. I knew that was the Lord telling me it was time to go. And as soon as I perceived it, I got further instructions. It wasn't like how I'm going to get there. It was nothing. I had the money. I had the provision. It was none of that. Like, and I should have known, because the Lord had me pause my business. And I kept saying, I think I need to pause my business for like 2 weeks. This was prior, y'all. Prior to the week I got my hair done. So yeah, the Lord is faithful. He's faithful, y'all. And I don't know who may need to hear this, but it's just time to go. You know, Don't miss your window because you don't have all of the details. And I tell you this, go watch my last video when I was talking about Noah. Noah did not have all of the details. He didn't. He just knew it was gonna rain. He knew it was gonna flood. Well, he just knew it was gonna flood. He didn't really know what was gonna happen because they had never saw rain before. 40 days and 40 nights, but that water stayed for 100 and what was it, Lord, 150 days or 145 days, which means he was on a boat longer than that, meaning he had to just let the Lord, let that ark flow, right? He had to let that ark flow and wait for his instructions. And so that's a whole teaching within itself. I already did a video on that. If you've seen it, go watch it. But I feel like I feel like Noah and Abraham right now. I feel like Noah and Abraham. I said, woo! This a whole different type of trust, y'all. This a whole different type of trust. But I have faith. I have faith. He ain't never left me. You feel me? Like, and I'm just a girl in this world. I'm just a girl with three children, with three boys out here moving. Like, I know what's going on. That's how I know it's nobody but the Lord, y'all. Just giving me the strength to even record this video. I've been wanting to cry, but something in me is like, what are you crying for? You got food, you got a place to stay, you got a car. God is providing for you. It may not look how you thought it was gonna look, but it's like my hair done. I'm all right. I can't even complain right now. Look, I just take one day at a time. But that's it, y'all. All my little rambling. I'm gone. Bye.